What's up, y'all? I got some hauls to share with you guys, which is kind of ironic because, I had that whole talk about, making changes to my channel, to my content, both here on YouTube and Instagram, and hauls fell under the category of things I was trying to do less of. But, the simple truth of the matter is, and like I mentioned in the previous vlog, my 2018 has actually been pretty good. And, I can still say, what's the date? We're about halfway through the month, right? And I can still say my new year is actually going good. But as far as what do you call it? Resolutions, New Year's resolutions, which, I never really put it so strictly that that's something I'm doing. But, I did mention these changes. But, like I was going to say, the simple truth of the matter is, I want to do them, but just like any other resolution, it might be, the changes might be gradual, if at all, which I hope, but just like New Year's resolutions, it's like, some of them you just end up not doing, as much as you want to, or as much as you try. But, I do. The thing is, what I really wanted to say was, the simple truth of the matter is, I've just been busy. I've been real busy, which, if you do follow the SME Toys Instagram, you will notice from my lack of content, from my lack of posts, that I've been real busy. In fact, that's a good way to tell that I'm so tied up. Because, if you follow on Instagram, and I mentioned it here before, I might post videos so often, I might even, get good chunks of where I have daily uploads. But on Instagram, typically is where I will have a lot more posts. Depending on what's going on, there are times where I'm doing posts throughout the day, like daily. If not at least, a couple posts a day. But that, I was gonna say, that's a good way to tell I'm really busy. If I'm not even posting on Instagram, which I haven't, I've been like going days at a time, or days in a row without any new posts. And it's gonna be that way here too. As much as I want to do all kinds of other kinds of videos, it's like my time to do this is so slim that, the least I can do is sneak in, a few minutes to do something like this, share a haul with you guys. And it's not like, I made any, as far as these resolutions, like I said, oh, I'm gonna hit the ground running, and I'm gonna jump right into doing all these other kinds of stuff instead of stuff like this. It's a resolution for the year. Who knows when I'll really be able to implement it. But, for now, thanks for watching. If you're sitting here watching, thank you. Still, 2018, sticking with me, whether, as always, whether you're a newer viewer or you've been with me through the years, which I know, some of you guys who watch my videos regularly, I know you guys have been following me, sticking with me through the years, and man, that's so awesome. To this day, it really amazes me. Sorry, I just had dinner, actually. So anyway, yeah, I've been real busy. I just want to talk for a second before I jump into these hauls. I've been real busy, but it's been a good busy. It's not been really, there's nothing bad. There's some not so great things going on, like, and I don't remember if I ever posted it on Instagram or if I even mentioned it here in a previous video. We have a leak. And we have an issue in our house. you know, thankfully it's a rental, and you know, the management takes care of it, but it's a slow process. They can't figure out what's causing the leak, and in our entryway on the inside, you know, just a few feet from the front door, there's a hole in the ceiling. They had to cut a hole in the ceiling, but they can't. They've tried fixing different things, and you know, they've it's been a slow process, because like they send out a plumber like once a week. Like the plumber comes, or the plumber technician comes, they fiddle around, they fix something, and they're like, okay, we'll give it a week and see how it goes. So anyway, other than that though, I really can't complain about anything. So anyway, one of the reasons I want to sit and talk with you guys like this is because I'll be away for a few days. One of the reasons, not the only reason, but one of the reasons I've been so busy. We've been preparing for my wife's parents to come here. The last time they were here, 2015, when Summer, a few months after Summer was born, and they stayed for about 3 months. But this was back when we weren't even in the apartment at the time. We were still living at my parents' place. So anyway, and it's cool, you know, we've got our own place in Vegas now. But so they're coming again, and they will be here again for about three or so months. We're going to LA, so it's gonna be quite a trip. We're gonna go pick them up at LAX tomorrow evening, but we have to leave earlier in the day. So there's been a lot of preparation, you know, to prepare to have them over. In fact, aside from just, you know, fixing, you know, getting the house all tidied up and stuff like that, we actually fully set up a guest room, which you know, we had the third bedroom, which was roughly a guest room. It was mostly empty, a little bit of like temporary storage, and when we would have guests over, you know, like my parents, for example, who've come to visit several times, you know, since we moved here, we put them up in that room. But we have air mattresses, so you know, we've been able to have you know, guests actually stay, you know, have overnights here. But now it's full on set up with a bed, you know, a nice mattress. My wife got you know, sheets, comforter, you know, all the nice coverings and stuff. So it's a fully set up guest room now. Anyway, so you know, so I'll be away for 3 days. We'll see if you know, like my previous trip to California, I wasn't expecting to have anything to post, but I think I posted at least one video while I was on my trip, because when I found that Mafex Batman at Ross, that was I had to post it, even if I had to even if I had to use my dad on my phone. But luckily, when we got to San Diego, you know, I had actually had Wi-Fi at my parents' place. So anyway, so I will be gone for 3 days. I'm not gonna say I won't post anything while I'm on the trip. I never know, something might come up, but you know, if there might not be anything, you might not have anything, you know, really post worthy that I have to post, you know, ASAP, and or I won't have Wi-Fi. I'm sure I'll hopefully I score a few goodies while I'm out there, so maybe at least, and if I have nothing to post while I'm on a trip, I'll have of another haul video when I get back. So yeah, and then, you know, one of the other major reasons I've been so busy, man, it's crazy. Aside from the days that my wife works, which typically she's a nurse, so typically she only works 3 days a week. Before, she used to take on as many extra shifts as possible, but it's just been wearing her down. So she's sticking to the minimum of 3 days a week. And then so lately, even I want to say, like in the later part of last year, you know, like the last couple of weeks of December through like this month so far, which has been what, 2 or so weeks. Like almost every day that my wife's been off work, we've just been having full days of stuff to do. Like so much so that we're like, man, I thought we were gonna be able to relax today, you know, just because we love staying in. You know, it's fun to go out, especially spend time with friends and stuff like that. But at the same time, we love staying in and just relaxing. But we haven't done that in a while. But as I say, like one of the biggest reasons, aside from preparations and stuff, is spending time with friends. We've been doing a lot of like get-togethers and activities and stuff like that, which is really cool. You know, most of them wouldn't be watching, but there's a couple of you who, you know, my friends here who might actually be watching. Really appreciate you guys. You know, it's awesome when I think about it. In fact, my wife and I were both, we both kind of mentioned it, how it's crazy just in the time we've been here, less than a year, we feel like we've done so much more than, say, like the last 2 years before we moved here, when we were living in our apartment. You know, I mean, doing much more stuff with like friends and family and stuff like that. You know, I gotta say, it's like, it's awesome having moved here, you know, having lived my whole life in San Diego and then moving here. Man, I got a great bunch of friends out here. You know, some of the bros, I always feel lucky that, I'm in moving here. I already had like you know, some people, they move to a completely different place. They don't know anybody, you know. I was lucky that moving here, I actually had a built-in set of bros already. You know, the bros that I've known here. Yeah, pretty much met you all here on YouTube, and then I discovered I knew some other people, and then I've made a few friends. You know, my wife's made friends, you know, through work, and so yeah, it's great. It's great. It's funny because, you know, when my wife will tell people about it, she'll be like, yeah, I'm really starting to feel at home here. But, you know, I'll be honest. I think I've said it before, but I already felt at home here. You know, I loved it. I loved it. And, you know, only more and more over time, I can say now, like, I love living here like it's my hometown. You know? So, anyway, I think that's it for now. That's enough, rambling. Let's jump into these hauls. So first of all, I just mentioned we just had dinner. My wife's at work. Wife has work tonight, so it's just me and the kiddo. We had Jollibee for dinner, and they have these Jolly Kitty meals. And their current toy is really cool because it's a coin bank, and it's pretty big. I thought it was gonna be like a, you know, typically if they have figurines, you know, they'll be about that big or so, and that's cool. As a big fan of Jollibee, and some of you probably won't know what the hell Jollibee is. It's a fast food chain. It's a Filipino fast food chain. So typically in the United States and other countries outside of the Philippines, it will only exist in areas where, you know, there's a large Filipino community. Excuse me. It's that Jollibee. It's that. But yeah. So it's cool. You know, when there's a Jollibee, you know, as a Filipino, when there's somewhere there's a Jollibee, you know that you know there's a large Filipino community. But yeah, I really like that. You know, as a fan of their food and the Jollibee, you know, franchise and character, really cool. Coin bank. So I got stuff today from, and actually I went out because I had to pick up mostly, you know, I was preparing for the trip, you know, it's a road trip. Sorry, I'm also, I don't know why I'm itchy on the back of my shoulder here. Anyway, so I mostly picked up some stuff for the trip, but I found some toys too. Come on now. Probably wouldn't even show a haul if there wasn't at least one toy. So anyway, First up, 99 cents only. I love 99 cents only. I mean, I love dollar stores in general. Big old multi-purpose zip ties. Now, I'm a weirdo. You know, you guys know me. I'm into weapons and stuff. I'm always into like kind of preparing for shit going down. Now, there's all kinds of, you know, uses for these, household uses, whatever. But you know, I saw these. I was like, you know what? Just in case I have to detain the motherfucker, you know, whether it's someone breaking in my house or outside my house, or I'm gonna put something in the vehicle. You never know, you know. And then, you know, zip tie. Yeah, that's how weird I am. Couple of coloring books. This one's for Summer. She actually saw this. She's getting older. You know, she's 3. She's, you know, she wasn't into Barbie, you know, when she was like younger and stuff. But now she's old enough. She's kind of into Barbie, and she saw this. She actually asked for it, and you know, she's a good kid. She's not like, we go to the stores. She'll ask to play with stuff because I usually keep her in the shopping cart. If it's just her and I, if my wife is with us, sometimes we'll let her walk around. But you know, anyway, so I usually keep her in the shopping cart. She'll just ask me, you know, she'll say, point at something, can I play with that? You know, just so she can play with it while she's in the cart. But she doesn't really ask me to just buy her stuff, which is really cool. So anyway, but she asked for this. She actually just wanted to look at it, but you know, I thought, you know, it's a coloring book and it's Barbie, so why not? And Wonder Woman coloring book. I wish I could say this is for Summer too, but no, that's for me. This is cool. It's got like modern versions as well as like some classic. I think it's got more modern artwork of Wonder Woman than like classic stuff. See, I actually love the classic stuff, but I mean, it's Wonder Woman. It doesn't matter if it's modern or classic. It's really cool regardless. Oh, gotta love Wonder Woman. So anyway, that's that. This actually is not for the trip. This is just to this will be for when we get back. This is going in the fridge. Pepsi, that's my Dr. Pepper, Pepsi, but you know, just between Pepsi and Coke, I am a Pepsi person. You know, I know there's a lot of that kind of divides people. You Pepsi person or you Coke person? And a bunch of snacks. Just you know, again, road trip, a bunch of chips, some chocolate, some granola, chewing bites, more chips, more chips. This is not for the trip. This is just for me, Frosted Flakes. And for Summer, she actually eats these now, but I try not to give her too much of that. And then Dollar Tree, another, you know, 99 cents only, Dollar Tree. Gotta love them. Oh, I forgot to give this to Summer. I forgot to pick this up for at Dollar Tree. She loves, you know, she watches the videos on YouTube and stuff, blind bags and stuff like that. And that's one of the things she always asks for. Like, she doesn't specifically ask for this or that like when we're in a store, but she always asks, you know, like if she can have some blind bags. And I rarely get them because, you know, come on now, blind bag mystery, you know, stuff, $3 and up, no, but for $1, yeah. So I got to give that to her. Batteries, just been needing batteries. More batteries, snacks for the road trip. I don't know, this ain't really for the road trip. I think that's just for now. But I'm not gonna. I think I'm not gonna eat again while I'm recording. But mini Oreos, the Snickers Crisper. Snickers Crisper. That's where it should be Crispers, but whatever. Those are really good. More Oreos. Oh, and then so you know, in California they banned the shopping bags, the plastic bags. I still think that's dumb as hell, but whatever. And I love how it's still a thing in Vegas, Walmart, Target, you name it. I don't know if in California some stores like Dollar Tree, 99 cents only, these discounts, even Ross, I think, still give bags, but, you know, like Walmart, Target. Anyway, even though we still have these, and I reuse the hell out of these for all kinds of things, especially to use as trash bags. But I still love getting those reusable shopping bags when there's cool ones. And I find I definitely put these to use. It's like the graphic tees. You know, I love these shirts, and I buy the hell out of them, but I put them to use. You know, it's not something, honestly, it's like shit like this and like this, I put them to use more than my action figures. Sadly, I know that sounds weird. That's a whole, I could spend a whole other half hour to an hour just talking about that. But anyway, I still put these to good use. You know, I don't get them just because they got my favorite characters on them. And it's part of the reason. Wonder Woman, this one's awesome. I love that it's, you know, it's based on the Gal Gadot, you know, DCEU Wonder Woman, but it's kind of like a comic artwork. Really cool. And then there's that. This one is a little, you know, closer to like a photo version of her, but it's still like painted artwork. And I know this is promo artwork for the Wonder Woman movie that's been used on all kinds of products, but I love it. And in fact, I'm going to throw all those snacks in here and use it to tote them along for the road trip. And last up, Walmart. So, I got some clearance stuff, and I want to try to get, even like I mentioned, I haven't even been posting on Instagram, but I hope to get some posts out sometime. I don't have much time, and I still have a lot to do to prepare for the trip, but it'd be cool if I can still try to get some posts up and post some of my store finds like these. These are those little, what do they call these? The canister, mutagen canister little sets, figure sets. I forgot how much these originally were, but clearance for $5, you know. If I remember right, they're only like $7, $8, so not a huge discount, but still a discount. And this one's cool. It's got Raphael with his human disguise. And I think, yeah, I think it includes the parts to have him full on Raphael. If you just want that, you know, especially if you haven't gotten them in any of the sets. But it looks like it even has a little baby turtle right there. So there's that. I love this one. Another one of those mutagen canisters. This one's Michelangelo. How would you call it? It's not a disguise. It's just him. You can see that picture. Leather jacket. Some sneakers on. Some sunglasses on. I love that version of Michelangelo. That's really cool. And these are based on the classic versions. This isn't like the Nickelodeon turtle, so that's really cool. And one more. This one is Baxter Stockman. Off the top of my head, I don't recall if they released a figure of Baxter Stockman in this fly form in any of the sets, but I don't recall. I don't think so. Which is part of why I decided to grab this guy for $5. And he has the parts to, you know, even his regular human form right there, but, you know, it's just cool to have him in his fly form. So, and then last but not least, this was on clearance. It's the DC Superhero Girls. I think I mentioned recently I have a few of these, and I've been wanting to collect more. And I've been wanting this set. This is like last season's set, but it's got Harley and Steve Trevor, and that was on clearance for $15. Originally $29.84. I love Lego, but let's be freaking honest, Lego is overpriced. When you look at how much that originally was, $30, as opposed to $15, and you look at what you're actually getting, it's funny because, you know, the artwork and stuff can be a little misleading. You have to really think about what you're getting. You're not getting much here. You know, a little facade, barely a building right there. You know, and two figures, or in this case, mini dolls. For $30, let's be honest, that's overpriced, man. So, you know, it's good to wait on some things, wait for clearance, because to me, this is a $15 set. You're paying, you know, they say you get what you pay for. Yeah, there's the quality, yeah, the superior quality of Lego. I'm just talking about those people who compare Lego to Mega Bloks or other inferior, you know, building toys. You know, yeah, you know what, I'll give them that. You know, I grew up on Lego. I also love Mega Bloks. I've been collecting Mega Bloks long before 2009. You know, when Halo came out, the Dragon stuff, I forget what they did, military stuff, the Alien Agency, the original Ninja Turtles, original Power Rangers stuff, way back from the 90s to the early 2000s. And you know, to be honest, that could be a whole other vlog, but there were actually less quality issues there. I think when Halo came out and after that, they kind of cut corners to kind of put out these cool sets, but be at a certain price points that you know made them more appealing, and they cut corners and quality issues. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about here. $30 for that little thing. Nah, it's not worth it. I love Lego, but it's overpriced. That's the, you know, that's a huge reason why I don't collect more Lego. I'm kind of getting more into Lego again, you know, but as much as possible trying to stick with like stuff I can get on clearance. But even with Mega Bloks, Mega Bloks, let's be honest, they're not cheap either. There was a time where it seemed like you were kind of value. You're getting good value for what you were paying for, but it seems like they've also gotten a little bit more expensive. You know, maybe it's just the times, maybe it's just the economy, maybe it's the cost of plastic and shit like that. But you know, regardless, you know, sometimes, you know, it pays to wait for stuff to go on clearance. So anyway, there you have it. That's my haul. Oh, I love this. I wish I had more uses, you know, for these bags, like to use them every day or something like that, you know. Anyway, as always, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Again, you know, just because it's still January and we're only halfway into it. Happy New Year. I really hope, you know, things are going well. You're watching this. And again, some of you who watch my videos regularly, comment, man, you guys are awesome. Boom. Seriously, thank you.